everybody, welcome back to EU4. We're live for round 6 of the championship here at Imola for what we will be calling the San Marino Grand Prix. Those of us of a certain vintage will remember that's what it was before, it's what it will always be in our hearts. And as far as Cos is concerned, until it is given that title back officially, it will always remain the San Marino Grand Prix. Matt is here.
Hello.
Hindale. He's here on time this week, isn't it brilliant? Actually, to be hard, that's unfair because you did a lot last week.
Thanks to Liz.
Yes.
And had no work.
And
much like most of the nation today.
Yes. And I think that's why we've lost some drivers tonight. Officially, their reason is that due to the period of national mourning, they've decided to take the evening away from driving.
Or some people are asleep, or some people
yes.
Or just away.
Or just away, yes. Or have hardware issues in the case of a certain Aston Martin driver.
No, he's definitely asleep.
No, I was thinking of the other one. Actually, he's not in an Aston anymore. Anyway, Dan Hilton, I was meaning. If you excuse me just a second.
Is that why Dan Hilton's not racing? I didn't know.
It is.
Oh, well.
Sorry, everybody, I forgot to adjust the audio. So, first lap out then. And it's Mac who sets the early pace for the 1:16.5 around his historic turns in the McLaren. Axie Boy in second place and Noss Racing in third. Everybody's going to be on soft tyres, of course, so I'll leave those blank just for the time being.
One small bit of housekeeping, that's about it, really.
There's quite a lot of housekeeping, I thought.
Oh, you know.
I mean, you'll know more than me, to be honest, but...
Well, the fact that Tynus is second and he's the new Red Bull driver replacing David Clarkson.
Yes. Do you want to know something else about Tynus?
He only signed up today?
He did.
Don't know.
Tynus joining the league makes him part of the, I don't know if it's the 6th or the 7th brother sets in Cos, yes. He is Raymond Schepper's brother. He was in EU2 this season. He is the brother of. So if we ever get those two together, it'll be quite a feat. We've had Cons on Calzo, we've had you and Dan, Wizard and Titch,
Fruit and Robin.
We've had Luke and Jack Prentice. We've got Raymond Schepper and Tynus. There's probably some we've missed in there from the early days.
Most of them are still here.
Yes.
Apart from one. That was heartbreak last week when I found out that.
I know.
Piece of information.
Well, Calzo's going now, isn't he?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was on about.
I thought you were meaning Titch.
Oh, I can get over that just a little bit.
We can get over you, Titch.
We speak to him enough as it is. So.
That's true. Yeah, we do speak to a lot of Titch. So, said we're at Imola, the Autodrome, I should say. Enzo Edino Ferrari. Shall I pull out some corner names?
I mean, Italian tracks are your specialty.
They are, aren't they? We've got Shane on a very quick lap at the moment, gone fastest through Sector 1 and Sector 2, or at the very least personal bests. That's staying purple for Sector 2. Oh no, there we go, it's just cleared up, so I think 2 PBs. We'll stay on board with him. See what he can manage. Through the final corner, back end steps out a little, but he catches it. Powers for the line. And that step might have cost him a run for pole. 16.8. Panda Forever has gone second with a 16.6. It's still Mac leading the way, though.
Do you think they're going to be in solos? 16s, probably 16.0.
Should be. Yeah, with Track Evolution. Let's ride on board with Noss Racing then. He runs wide at the final corner. Through a lap of Imola. No, we won't, because he's coming into the pits. Who's the next one now? Is it a Spectre?
hopefully
He's on a lap.
he's got a decent setup this week. Nos Racing really struggled last week in a straight line. Was getting absolutely mugged off by people.
He was getting mullered. Yes, it's Mac going for his second run. We'll ride with him through the challenging twists and turns of this infamous circuit. Get through the final few corners, and then we'll jump on, and I shall break out the knowledge.
The knowledge.
Officially 19 corners around this track. However, most of them are complexes, which are named such. So, here we go, Mac then down the start finish, not straight into the first set of chicanes, which is the Variante Tamburello. It's added after Ed Senna's tragic accident.
Oh, Morgan!
Short straight now. Morgan out through the Variante Villeneuve, named after Gilles, and into Tosa. British audience will be amused at the name of that corner, I'd imagine. What you can do if you change that to a hard vowel. Up the hill then to Piratella. Kink to the left, down the hill towards Acqua Minerale. Only the Italians can make the phrase mineral water sound so fantastic. Back up the hill then towards the Variante Alta. Much slower, tighter chicane than the others. Try and get on the power early to maximise the run now down the hill towards the Rivazzas. To 1 and Rivazza 2. You want to try and get a good run through 2. Pushing on towards the finish line. And he does improve, 16.4.
I tell you what, did very well considering push track limits on both the last two corners there. Marginally.
Yeah, got very close.
The chicane towards the start, at the start of sector 3. It's strange. Do you want to attack it and then possibly compromise the exit speed, or do you want to go a bit more slow in and then fast out? It's got two different styles of approaches.
It has.
The latter is what I feel is more beneficial.
It's often setup dependent as well, isn't it? If you've got a very stiff car, you want to take it a lot more easily. If you've got one that's very stiff, as Jaren goes second with a 16.5 in his first run out. Yeah, if you've got a very soft car that sort of wallows its way through turns, you can afford to attack the curbs a bit. Of course, these are F1 cars, so they can't exactly be wallowing around. But as far as you can expect an F1 car to sort of wallow about.
Joe reached the 16.9, but lost 3 tenths in the final sector because he ran wide out the last corner. So in the mix.
In the mix indeed. Of course, we've got Shane as well, who lost a couple of tenths out of the final corner with that little bit of oversteer. Looking now at Tas Tebow, fastest first sector of anyone so far, I think.
He is up. Let's have a look at his splits.
Then again, in the middle sector, I'm not so sure, you know. I think
it didn't look particularly strong. To be honest, I think the first sector was a personal best. He's invalidated anyway.
Yeah, he has. I'm just seeing purple for Tebow, which doesn't really help. Tynus though, to the Rivazzas. Locked up the rear axle on entry, but able to get it stopped and through. Chance for the line. This could be. It's a 16.6, puts him into third place. He's also gone out of sync with some of the other drivers. He'll be able to get back in and round again if he wants to. Lovely clear track.
The same. And he is improving as he goes all the way. Not quite into the 16s. Close.
P7, because we've only got 13 drivers tonight, so 3 retirements and it's everybody gets points territory. It also means less opportunity for accidents It's opportunity for
Oh,
safety
you've
cars.
spoken too soon.
But it's EU4, so that reduction in chance is minimal. As we see, Tebow run very wide there at the exit of the Variante Alta.
Yeah, struggling. Struggling. There's no other way of putting it. Oh, he's just gone horribly wrong.
I do wonder sometimes, because Tebow often qualifies at the back, as we see him go for a nice little half pirouette. Tebow often qualifies at the back and works his way through, and I think it is a
doesn't
preference.
qualify.
Yeah, or doesn't qualify. So I think it's a preference for Tebow. He uses qualifying as like a warm-up almost sometimes. I've got JRN improving. What I believe is his second. He has, yeah, 16.2 on 3-lap-old soft tyres.
Doesn't matter because he's not going to carry those through to start the race on. So.
No, it's a good. Ooh! Oh! He had me clenching there. Never mind, Spectre. Ooh!
But may find himself in hot water with that stunt.
Maybe. I mean, he's trying to get himself off the racing line. You can appreciate what he's doing.
Yeah,
but
Spectre had to proper back off.
Yeah, and Spectre was on a lap as well, so.
Oh,
yeah,
and pretty.
That's got the pulses racing, hasn't it? Oh. Pulses going, there we are.
Mac is improving. I thought, no, he was improving, but...
He has improved, not enough though.
Sorry, his time went from a minute, whatever it was, to 2 minutes, so that had a bit of a data delay there. Apologies.
Bit of a data whoopsie. Yes. But, yep. Mac improving his time, but not improving position. He might get another go at it, though. That's the only benefit to that. Wakanda Forever, how's he doing?
2 tenths up minimum. He was closer to 3.
Let's see, through Aqua Minerale then. Don't run wide on the entry, and don't run wide on the exit there either.
Exit can get away with it if he ride the curb.
Ooh, nearly half a second up. He goes with a lot of curb through Variante Alta.
He's gone for the aggressive approach.
He has, and it's paid off as well. He got on the power early, got the car straightened up. Through the Rivazzas, don't run wide now. Does well. This could be a run for pole. For Wakanda Forever. It is, it's a 15.9. Wow, quality time from the Alfa Romeo.
Have some of that.
Yeah. Kitten, what are you trying? We're in quali, that's why the pole time won't come up yet.
Yeah. They haven't finished.
He wasn't ready.
Come on, Lost Racing.
Yes. See what he can do. To be fair, 3 drivers without a time at the moment, including Tin Man. Morgan, of course, is out, but we'll keep an eye out for him charging through the pack.
Get yourself into... Alright, okay. We're in the money. We're getting more time. Get ourselves a low 18 here. That'd be good work.
Let's have a look. J-Ray then, is he on his way to improving, or is he just starting? He's just starting, isn't he?
A little bit squirmy off the exit. Straight line it to the third. Oh, didn't get actually much time. Okay.
He's into the 18s though now.
No, we are.
Not so every cloud, very positive. Is he going again, or?
I would presume he looks like he's trying to go again, but I don't think he will have enough ERS to.
J-Ray marginally up through sector 1.
He won't now because he's just run deep.
Ooh. Might be able to save him and go again though. As we saw with JRN, his time, 3-lap-old tyres. Oh, J-Ray! Too much curb! And Aqua Minerale claims a victim.
I'll be the first one this evening.
You
Spectre
need
is
to
up
turn
by
right. There we go.
a tenth of
I
a
say he went such a long
Oh.
way in the wrong direction. And I think what he tried to do was pause the game so the AI would take him out of there. And it's knackered him, to be brutally honest.
Spectre's gone to a 17.6, so quite a big improvement, but still
Yeah.
in 7th place.
Do you know the worrying thing at the moment? Morgan, having not set a time, is going to start 10th.
Oh, TiVo spun again.
And Mac now. He's going slowly. He's nearly half a second down through sector 2. JRN in the pits. Tinus 16.6 does improve. Hannah has retired in the pit lane. Let's stay with Mac for now. I think that timing was wrong. Runs wide, that's not going to do it. And he is coming into the pit lane.
Axie Boy is improving.
Yes, quarter of a second near enough. Gets through Ravazza 2. Goes for the line. And improves by nearly half a second, but doesn't change position. Spectre is going slowly.
Red Mask is the one to watch, nearly half a second up. This is going to put him, he keeps it together in amongst it, but it looks like he's gone slightly deep into the chicane there.
Yeah, maybe. If he can claw that time back, could be looking at a P4 here, maybe higher. Through Ravazza 2, drives for the line. Yeah, he lost a lot of time there in the final sector, but improves his time, secures position.
And that young squire concludes qualifying.
I'm older than you.
I'm just going to making you feel better.
What about my old age?
Yep.
It's a good job Blades isn't here tonight, because if he ended up on the podium, he'd be telling me I'm basically 80.
I mean, are you?
Well, according to Blades, because I'm now officially in my mid-20s, according to Blades that means I'm basically 30, and if I'm basically 30, I'm basically 50. If I'm basically 50, I'm basically 80, and if I'm basically 80, I'm dead. According to Blades. It's a lovely friendship group we have at Cos. Most people are lovely. So Wakanda Forever then takes pole position with a time of 1 minute 15.919. JRN in second place, 1:16.250, over 3/10 behind. But on race pace, we'll wait to see what will happen there. Mac in third. Tinus on his debut in fourth. Shane fifth. Redmas sixth. Spectre seventh. Axieboy eighth. Nos Race in ninth. Morgan 10th. And it will be Tin Man 11th, T-Bar 12th, and J-Ray, who was unfortunately disqualified in 13th. So, reduced grid. Are we going to see an unusual winner, do you think, Matt?
Well, the door is open, isn't it? Let's put it that way. The door is
JRN, we're already
open.
there with the caveats. Get him under your armpits for 5 seconds.
That's a Matrix kind of thing right there. About having cold hands.
Oh, Tin Man the Rowdy's left.
At probably the worst possible time, because I don't know if
Yes, he's going to have to wait for the race to start before he can retake control of the car.
That's if the race now starts. It will start. I will find our American colleague.
Yes, you do your thing with the invites. We've got one in that says... actually, I just missed that production. I think it was Tinus, Red Mask and Tin Man as a podium. I think.
It was time by Deathstorm.
Ah. Good man. Right. Let's have a look then at tyre selection for everybody. So it's medium tyres for all but 3, so 10 drivers on the mediums, those not on them. Hard tyres for Red Mask and Axieboy. Both Hasses going to go for the long first stint. And then Tebow in P12 going for the soft tyres, going to try and make up some ground early. We've got glorious sunshine all the way tonight. That's Imola. All that remains is to get this race underway. Electric Blazers, JRN, Morgan and Wakanda as a top three. 32 laps ahead of us.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because the race hasn't started.
Maybe. We'll see. I mean, I was getting some funny data from TAS during qualifying, so there may be a glitch in the matrix somewhere. We'll have to wait and see. If not, Tebow will be able to fix it if there is. If not, then all will be good once the race has started. Tin Man is back in. If anybody is in a party with Tin Man and is listening to me, just let him know not to take control of the car before the race has actually started, and by that I mean lights out and everyone has gone, because otherwise it won't let him actually take control of the car. He'll need to, unfortunately, he'll lose out on a couple of places, but he should be able to get back in control fast enough to still have a good chance in the race.
He's at the back, so.
So Wakanda Forever then leads them onto the grid. Let's keep an eye out for Tebow in these early stages. Those soft tyres could work wonders.
I'm just hoping for a nice, calm turn one. Oh, sorry. Am I asking too much?
Get our neck on the slew of disqualifications as drivers try and gain every possible advantage from lining up on the grid. If Jerry's got that stopped and it's purple, I'll be amazed. There we go. Not quite. For 5 lights then. We're going to get a glitch this time. We are. Wakanda's lined up already to cut across Max Verstappen style. Can he get a good enough start to make it happen? No, he can't. JRN gets away really well. Mac is saying Wakanda's dropping down the order. He's going to get swamped in the midfield. And it's JRN from Mac, Tynus, Red Mask, Shane, then Wakanda down to P6. We've got a Red Bull of Tynus, I think. Yeah, and that's Red Mask up to third on the hard tyre. 3 wide, then down towards Villeneuve. Oh, we've got contact with Wakanda up the inside there of what I think was Red Mask. And that's Wakanda down at the back of the pack. Tin Man has been disqualified already.
He was disqualified before we got on the start.
And we've got a spinner with Tebow as well back there, and Nos Racing at the back of the pack as well. So back up front though, Mac is closing in on JRN.
Axie Boys decided to make an interesting line through Aqua Minerale to gain a position, but that's fine. We'll move on from that.
We've got a spinner! And that's contact, I think, with Morgan.
It is. Shane spun round, and then because he didn't ghost, whoever came across him has, well, there's another way of putting it, punted him and got wing damage from it. And I wouldn't be surprised then if Shane has then got floor damage because of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. I can't see any of it at the moment. Morgan's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane now.
That was just very unfortunate for Morgan then. Kind of a sitting duck.
Nothing he could do about that one.
My game is completely glitching out here because I can't even see Morgan in the pits. I just have a blue screen.
I can see what's going on, but I think the game itself has got some issues because TAS isn't giving us everything it should do either.
No, and I've got some booky intervals to put that nicely as well.
It'll be because Tin Man's left the session and he rejoined.
Even more booky compared to yours.
Oh.
I've got people 1 minute and 26 seconds down.
Okay. It should sort itself out when they cross the start-finish line again. If not, I'd totally leave and rejoin and see if that works.
I hope so.
Mac, though, staying within that 1 second window of JRN out front. Tin Man reporting that he was never even given the opportunity to take control of his car. which, again, the disappointments with F122 continue to mount. And that is very unfortunate for Tin Man. JRN has this lap then to try and break that 1 second window to the McLaren behind. Otherwise, it's going to be DRS enabled, and Mac will close right back in. It looks as though, I don't know about you, Matt, but it looks to me as though, oh, JRN! He spun it on the exit of Villeneuve. He's got it going again, but now he's down to 4th. He might lose another place to Spectre. Got to be careful. Those tyres are going to be really hot.
Do that. Yeah, that was always going to happen.
Yeah,
I was just about to say the rear tyres on this game will not be good to you.
Once they're warm, that's it. They're warm. Spectre just able to hold off Axiboy to hold position now in 4th place. JRN dropping down the order as he tries to bring those tyre temperatures back under control. However, Mac now 4.5 seconds clear at the front from Red Mask in 2nd place. Tynus in 3rd.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll be expecting Axiboy to get a penalty for his shenanigans on the first lap and how he took a certain corner to gain the position. So, but we have a Spectre train by the looks of things.
We do. DRS is enabled now as well, so I would imagine we're going to see an Axiboy overtake coming up. Potentially a Wakanda Forever double as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm looking at the Alfa Romeo here more than anything.
Now see, the Alfa Romeo's been blocked off, but he's forcing his way through. Oh, it's Russell and Bottas all over again. They've almost... Oh no!
What is going on?
Wakanda Forever had no way through there at all. Decides to get his elbows out, and he's the one who's
just stopped.
Yeah, because he had the Alfa Romeo ahead as well. This is the issue we've pointed out with this tier numerous times. It's just the patience isn't there.
He hasn't just tried to. That's the second time so far this race he's tried to overtake Shane in that same spot.
What, out of Piratella to Quiminerale?
Yes. No, going up the hill.
Oh, up the hill.
Yeah, to the left, through the left-hander, before we go down to Aquamarine.
Mac, though, he's living a charmed life out front. 19.3, new fastest lap of the race.
Oh, JRN's arrived on the scene, Cleveland.
Yeah, JRN's going to go and try and continue his fight back now.
Shane is carrying on, soldiering on as always.
Yes, as he always tends to do. He's
wing damage.
But look at this though, Tebow fighting back against JRN, who overtook him on the straight. The Alpine man retaking that position that he lost through the Ravazzas.
Don't worry, JRN's got the psychological advantage by seeing that red light on the back of that Alpine flash away.
Oh, Tebow runs deep. Soft tyres not quite working for him at the moment. And the Ferrari goes back through into 7th place. Seems to be the main battle on track at the moment. Axiboy not quite within that 1 second window of Shane. And Nos Racing disqualified for...
Yeah, he spun went deep and... Yeah, I want to say something, but if I say it as an accusation, I may get shouted at by people. But he stopped. It looked like he was stopped. This is what I'm going to say anyway. It looked like he stopped and was waiting because he was holding and staying in the same position to bring out a yellow flag, which still would bring out a safety car. Yeah, I said it. And what? Oh, JRN just squeezes Axiboy a little bit too much. Tebow tries to go around the outside, touch between the two.
Yeah, seem to have all gotten through that
somehow,
relatively
again,
unscathed.
So
I've got no damage figures.
Have you on nothing? Lovely. Shane's got damage, by the way.
Axie Boy has just got a warning for hitting T-Bomb as part of that incident.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me for what I saw. That matches it up quite nicely.
I've got the warning and information flux channel appearing, so that's fine. And I do have the timing screens. But everything else I do not have. So we're back to the old days. Spectre then coming under pressure from GRN down the hill towards Rivatsa. It's not the place you want to go for an overtake though. Not really, not unless you can guarantee being within range, and he's not going to be in range. Spectre picks up his penalty for running wide, but he should have DRS now to close back in and potentially retake the position from JRN. He's not using the slipstream.
No, Tio's off at the last corner. He's going to come straight in the pits, put on some tyres. That'll be good. Oh, and 5 seconds. So.
Now, I can appreciate why there's going to be a lot of those tonight and this week, because that pit line, the pit limiter line, is very, very early on, and it's not very well marked. I don't think, anyway. So you've got to be really careful when you hit the brakes, particularly those guys not running any assists, so not running the line as well. It's those of us who are
not as capable.
Like that, yes. Who need assists like the racing line. We have the advantage of getting a little notice, but see, Shane though.
I've just had a realisation of something. I've got a bone to pick with Owen there.
Oh, have you?
I've gone on the website to see what the pit stop delta time is around here, and Imola's not on there. It's an old track list I've got, because Sochi's there and so is Vietnam. Well, you know, that doesn't exist.
Well, I would imagine around here, as we've got, is it a virtual or a full?
It is a virtual safety car, because Red Mask is off.
Yeah, and has hit the wall.
From second place, off at Tamburello.
Yeah, and that's not going to help his strategy either. Those hard tyres would have seen him go a long way into the race.
He was actually, I say only, he was 6 or 7 seconds off Mac, but actually in a very good position. DRS enabled, we are green again.
Very quickly cleared by the marshals.
He's going to try to be annoying.
JRN has done well actually with this fight back now, back into third place. Still 18 seconds behind the leader, but doing well, I feel, having clawed his way back up to third.
That's done very well indeed. It is the battle for third place, though, isn't it? About 7 seconds the gap between third and ninth, but Red Master knows going to have to come in.
Look at the speed of Shane though, look at the overspeed he's got already on the Ferrari. He's not quite going to be close enough to make a move. If I remember rightly, I think it was inside 0.6 of a second you need to be in with a shot of an overtake, depending on what your opposition does. And I would imagine the pit delta around here is going to be around
Boys dropped it.
22 seconds, somewhere in there.
Axie Boys dropped it on the exit of Tamburello.
Exactly the same place as his teammate.
Yeah. Joe had gone past him into turn 1. Top 2 are in a... Well, it's not a race, but Nick's Dream World.
They are, yes. They've got no traffic on the road. They're just pounding round doing their thing. JRN though is closing in on Sinus, albeit a few tenths a lap, but he's closing in.
He's closing into the lead, more importantly.
Is he?
He has just gone a second quicker this lap alone, by the way.
What are we looking in terms of ERS burning though? I think that could be a...
about half his battery. Are we keeping you up?
No, sorry, I was mid-drink. I don't know why I decided to speak there either. I could have just waited and swallowed. Without sounding like a mutant.
Having said that though, I think Mac has kind of slightly responded here.
Change the delta to the
3 or
leader.
4
So it's 19.4 seconds between Mac and JRN. See, if I was Shane, I'd be thinking about stopping now for a set of hards and trying to get to the end, because he's starting to have some serious understeer with that damage.
He's done very well with that damage.
He has. He's done very, very well. But I think now is the time to come in.
Oh, that'll be a warning.
Where he's not going to lose as much time as he would have done stopping earlier. Like, you can make it to the end on a set of hearts from here. He's going to be stopping early enough for people to stretch theirs out and for him to make some of that time back. But he's carrying on again. Jaren losing time on the straights to Mac.
Shane's trying to just equal ease to the window, I think, at this point. Next move is going to be Gyro and Spectre, which will probably be... Well, you would say this time round, but he's been able to brake a lot later than the AlphaTauri in front of him.
He might even get a run for it. Needs to be careful going up towards Tamburello. He might get a run into the Variante Alta.
A little bit too far back on that occasion.
Yeah, so it's going to be with DRS assistance down the main straight.
Gandenfer is about to bring himself within DRS as Shane, as we have a yellow flag for Red Mask.
Yeah, the two Hasses had a good qualifying, but they've had trouble in the race. And unfortunately, it's going to cause them a lot of trouble in terms of their point scoring as well. Here goes J-Ray then.
And Red Mask is in the again, but that wouldn't surprise me with the tyres they are on.
Red Mask. Oh, J-Ray! He's lost it at Villeneuve. Too eager on the throttle.
Axie Boys just spun it again. No, Axie Boys 3 seconds, Red Mask just spun it again.
Yeah, Red Mask went for the softs, so they're going to overheat quickest and cool down slowest. Unfortunately for him, he's in for a world of hurt unless he can get them off. Wakanda Forever being held by Shane at the moment, although Shane has now dropped significantly behind JRN. I think his tyres are now at that point where they're starting to hurt. If I was him, I'd be in this lap. If I would have been in lap 10, to be honest with you, but he chose to carry on.
Full sprint, never surrender.
There we go, Shane coming into the pits. Oh, he sees so early that line.
Shane. And Red Mask has gone again. The fourth time. At what point do you think drivers will slow down when they've got a...
I don't think it'll ever happen.
And he just hit the wall as well with his rear wing, so that's probably going to be rear wing damage as well.
Yeah, and that's going to be race done. Shane is into the pits, hard tyres are on the car, wing changed. Just leave him to it.
I feel sometimes it's like I'm hitting my head against a brick wall, expecting a different outcome.
If this brings a safety car out, I shall be most annoyed. Oh, Shane, no, not on those tyres! Oh! Just clips the wall. And full safety car is out. And if I'm honest, could be worth investigating after the race, because it just seemed careless. Red Mask, not Shane. Shane was on cold tyres and he's gone a little bit too hard on the exit of Tamburello. He caught the first one. Death Storm's in. Safety car, game time. While they all assemble, get the tyres sorted and do their thing.
It's frustrating for both boys. It's frustrating for us. If I'm Mac, I'm pissed off. If I'm being honest. You'll probably see it at some point. You'll be fuming. And same with Tyner, to be fair, they both worked up quite a nice gap up to the lead. Morgan stayed out. He's already stopped, by the way, on those hards.
Yes, he started on mediums, didn't he? So he can go to the end on them if he can make it that far, because we have no tyre wear information to bring you. So we don't know how well he's looking after them. He has done quite well on tyres in the past, though, hasn't he?
He has. Sorry.
So maybe he'll be able to make it round and complete the race on those tyres and pull off a Smarto-esque performance. We'll see. So, topics then for the board safety car game. I'm waiting to see if people put any in the chat. I'm trying to think of some as well. Risk?
Always cause arguments.
Stratego. Any more for any more?
No, it's alright. I'm sorry, I've just caught someone doing something they should have done. So.
Ooh.
This is what people forget about. I see all the channels, so Wakanda forever. You can't type in the EU4 chat and drive. It's not magic.
Yeah. It is illegal. People have been punished severely for that. You are not in control of your vehicle. Shane has, I think, cycle tyres there, probably to fix some wing damage he picked up.
Stratego.
Yeah, Stratego.
I don't know if it's Stratego.
It's a board game, but I've never played it, but I know it's a board game. But have you ever noticed this, that American board games got different names to ours even though they're the same game? It's like Cluedo over here is Clue in America.
Yeah, never knew that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing things at the same time.
You might want to clarify that sentence.
No, I'm going to leave it as that. Leave people with imagination to it.
Oh, that's a dangerous idea when things are on the internet.
Yeah, I know.
Right, looking at the tyre selections then, as we enter what should be the final lap of this safety car. Hard tyres for the top 7. We've got T-Bolt and Axiboy on mediums, and we've got Shane on hards as well. Keep an eye out for Shane charging through from the back. JRN as well, if he can get himself ahead of Morgan. Then he should be able to get clear of Tynus, and if he can stay with Mac, we might have a battle for the win. If Mac can pull away, then, well, it could be game over as we reach the halfway point of the race and they cross the line for the next time. We have 10 drivers remaining. If all 10 make it to the start of lap 29, they will get the points they are due from where they finish. Anyone who retires before that gets nout.
Nothing.
Nada. Zilch.
The square root of Jack.
That's the one. To wait and see. Safety car is in this lap, so we shall get rid of the tyre graphic, bring the deltas back up, right on board with our race leader. Looking back at the Red Bull of tyres behind him. Okay. And look, Mac has control of the field. He has the right to determine the pace he wants. Until the safety car enters the pit lane, he must stay behind it. No overtaking for anybody until they have crossed the timing lines, the start-finish line. Safety car is now in the pits and Mac has gone. He's timed that brilliantly and Tynus has gone. He's into the wall. He's not retired though, but that's definitely damage on the Red Bull. And a great restart for Mac.
How? What is that Red Bull made of?
Don't ask me. I've been asking that question all year. Thankfully for Tynus, he was not past the pit entry when that happened, so he's able to go in and get a nose change. Probably be some soft tyres that go on it, and then he'll come back in a little bit later to refit those hards. JRN though, not able to get past Morgan on the restart. And we've got a spinner, that's Tebow at the back of the pack. Mac now should be able to pull away. JRN needs to clear that Mercedes quickly. He's got a great run there, goes to the outside, Morgan squeezes. JRN gets a penalty for his trouble. He might have to give that position back, indeed he does, for overtaking off track. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that one. Morgan squeezed him right out of it as Wakanda then tries to get his elbows out. He's going to go down the inside of the Ferrari. It's going to be a switch back on for JRN, who retakes third place.
Spicy. I'll tell you what, Max used all of his ERS to
escape,
burst away from the scene.
Yes, Wakanda forever up to third, JRN down to fourth. As we said, he's losing time in a straight line, the Ferrari man, so we might see him
Tebow round the outside of Spectre. That was into turn one on the medium tyres. Let's keep an eye out on the Alpine just in case. Although he's just run wide and Spectre could get it back straight away around the outside of Tozer. He's still there, not quite.
Tebow's managed to get himself ahead with traction. Wakanda Forever has now cleared Morgan. But
no, he
Morgan
hasn't.
Pushing back through. He dived down the inside, did the Alfa Romeo, but the Mercedes says, no, that's mine. All of this, though,
deep past
really
Spectre.
helping Mac.
Squeezes. It's a straight line. Race to the chicane. Got there.
Morgan driving that Mercedes really, really well, but here comes Wakanda again. There's going to be no fight back this time, surely.
Oh, Morgan tries to shut the door, doesn't need to. JRN's pushing them through. They're all still pointing in the same direction.
Tynus has lost it at Tosa.
He has.
He's half a lap behind, so he's more than able to get himself back underway before anything happens. Morgan looking at Wakanda, unable to get through, and I think that could be his defensive P2 over. He's not going to get that back, and Wakanda, we've seen the pace he's got. JRN though, like Alonso at Abu Dhabi, so far unable to make way past the Vitaly Petrov like Mercedes, but now he's got a chance side by side going up the hill towards Piratella.
He'll squeeze him.
He's backed out of that one, takes the sensible option.
I'll blemish!
Oh,
A blemish for the race
he's
leader.
human. He knew
Makes
he
a
was
mistake.
anyway. He's from Leeds. He's a Leeds United fan.
If these guys keep going the way they go, first of all, A, they're going to be dropping further back from that. But second of all, I'm just looking at Shane here, and I'm going to put the commentator's curse on him.
Well, he had a spin, didn't he? JRN round the outside of Morgan into Rivazza 1, through Rivazza 2, no contact yet. Good move from the Ferrari, but he's now going to be under pressure. No, not quite. DRS is open.
Yeah, I'm going to wait until Shane gets through the last couple of corners before I say it. There we go. If Shane doesn't pick up a penalty, he can close in on these guys, and all the rest of them have got penalties in front of him.
We've got a spinner, I think.
It's just Tynus. They're all going through to the lap.
Okay. Morgan's doing very well at the moment on those tyres, considering they are now, I think, nearly 20 laps old, if not 20 laps old. 18 laps old now. It will be 12 laps to go when they cross the... Oh, it's very wide. 12 laps to go when they cross the start-finish line again. Let's see. I would imagine Morgan now is going to be looking primarily...
That's Leeds coming down.
Oh, man!
3 seconds.
There you go.
I knew it was going to happen though.
Yeah, there's only Wakanda now who's penalty free.
Oh, that's going to curse it as well. Gap to the leaders come down by 4 tenths that lap.
Has JRN is being pulled along by Wakanda.
Yeah, so Mac's not got any DRS either.
That would probably be why. He's burnt it all away. You lose a large amount of lap time, don't you?
He's escaped to get the lead all over Connors. He's had an awful turn 1 and 2 there. That went way too deep. Lost a couple of attempts.
So I just wonder if there's going to be somebody.
We know somebody's going to give.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't. I'd like it if it was just a straight shootout to the end now, and Mac ends up having to try and be closed down by Wakanda and JRN. But if something does give, who's going to dive in for a set of softs?
Well, it'll be Morgan. He's going to be anyone.
Well, definitely, yeah. Any opportunity, he's going to pit. But of course, as long as you keep it out of the wall, everybody gets points now. So
the thing is, with Wakanda, if there is a safety guy, he can kind of pull the trigger and go for the softs and still have massive advantage anyway, because he'll be he hasn't got a penalty. So
well, we say he hasn't got a penalty. If he was talking in the chat, I don't know what the penalty for that is actually now.
It'll be a penalty point of some description. I feel.
Where's the wizard when you need him? God.
Lurking in the shadows.
Yes.
Always does.
He says he's always there precisely when he needs to be, but he's not here now, and I need him to be here.
The gap has come down.
Oh, yellow, that's... Shane. At Tosa. Although you said earlier...
Shane.
Who was it we thought might have floor damage? Was it Shane?
It was Shane.
I
wonder. He got hit at the start. And he needs to just babysit those tyres now, because they're going to be red hot. Max had an awful middle sector.
He has. A second he's lost. And Shane's gone off at Piratella.
My head.
Please tell me he's not done what I think he's just done.
I mean, I can't.
I can't.
I'm having a crisis.
J-Ray first man into the pits then. He's gone for a set of softs. We are going to have, what will it be, 9 laps to go at the end of this lap. So I suppose by the time the safety car comes in, 7, 8 potentially. Oh, Spectres, that's... It's going to be rough. Now, if you're T-Boy or Axie Boy here, do you stay out?
Oh,
I'd be tempted to, you know, if I was one of them too.
Something just happened.
I know, I saw it. I wasn't going to mention it, but...
Oh, God. I try, honestly, I try my best not to sit here and
do your fruit.
Tear them from limb to limb, but I think sometimes they deserve it. Oh, you've got a blue screen as well for Joe.
I did for a second, yes. And Axie Boy has done what I hoped someone would do and stayed out.
Yeah, but he's on 10-lap mediums. That's.
Yeah, but we saw Shane's mediums went off after 12, and he had wing and potentially floor damage.
Yes,
right?
but he's got to do another. He's got to do at least nearly 18 laps on those. I know 2 are going to be behind the safety car, but
yeah, but are they going to go off completely before the guys behind him on softs will? Yeah, but are they going to overheat? The softs, I mean. If they overheat, that's going to knacker them. If... You know, anything could happen now. If there's another safety car. Which is always a possibility, isn't it?
Breathe. It's been one of those evenings again.
I think Axie Boy has made a decent choice there, especially now because Spectre's got a drive-through penalty. Tynus is a lap down, so realistically, he's not actually going to lose anything from where he was. Right? So he takes the risk. Let's look at the penalty situation at the moment. 3 seconds for him. That's the same as most people. So right now, if it finished now, he would finish in 2nd place.
He just won't though. I don't think he can.
I can't. It's hard to tell without the data in front of me. But depending on what his wear's like, I think it's a bold choice, but it's one I would have taken in his situation.
He was just about hanging on to the back of everyone else, wasn't he? Before this, he was like 2 or 3 seconds off.
Yeah, but all he has to think about now, he's got Mac and JRN and Wakanda behind him. They're going to fight like cat and dog for that net P1 position.
I just hope they use their heads.
You heard it here first, C4 using heads.
I have a bad feeling about
Sometimes
this,
it happens, to be fair, and we get a worldy race. Other times, not so much. Tynus is out of position here as well, in 2nd place on the road. So he's going to have to. Yeah, he's going to have to get out of the way.
I'm surprised he didn't come in and pit and try and
the other man I'd keep an eye out for. I've just spotted that. Is Morgan.
He's on. Yeah.
If it should come in this lap, the safety car.
He won't do.
If Spectre can catch up fast enough, it'll be Ravazza. The middle of the Ravazzas will be the final point that can do it. I think another lap is going to be one too few. for the medium runners. In terms of, well, one too many for the safety car, one too few for them to get an advantage.
Morgan's a pick. He is. Oh, he is! I knew it! I thought he would. I thought he would pull the trigger. Yeah, I thought Morgan would pull the trigger.
Took
and
a gamble.
That same realisation that actually, safety car stayed out for one more lap. I'm going to put on my softs.
Mm-hmm. It's fair play. You took a gamble with the mediums. If it had come in there, I would have backed him to make some good ground up.
He's lost one position. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he's done.
Mm-hmm. Now, him and T-Bot following that same trend. It's going to be good.
These two want to just bring themselves up gently to the back of the safety car. So the safety car comes in this lap, and that way they've got heat into their tyres. And also close these suckers down.
So the one thing Axiboy needs to think about is getting a clean exit from Ravazza 2. He's got the buffer of Tynus behind him, who has to get out of everybody's way, and they can't pass him until the timing line. He's got. This is the best possible restart scenario he could hope for, realistically, given all the factors we have in play. So he needs to just keep his head, not think about.
It's going to be difficult because Mac is going to be wanting this badly.
He is. He just needs to keep his head, not think about the guys on the softs behind him, realise that there is a lapped car between him and them, who they're not allowed to overtake yet. It's a solid restart. He's done well there.
Oh, Morgan's behind Tebow. Oh,
good restart from Tebow.
Not what Morgan wanted.
Oh, here comes Mac though already. Past Axiboy on the exit of Tamburello. JRN's going to go through.
Be patient.
He's through there. Run it to Tosa, but Axiboy's going to try and defend it. Squeezes the Ferrari wide on. There's contact between the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo. That's allowed J-Ray into the mix. He's up to third. McLaren scoring points well here.
I mentioned much about J-Ray tonight and found himself in a good position once again. Max got a 2-second lead. Blood boiling.
Axiboy picks up a time penalty. JRN going to try on the run down towards Ravazza.
Yep.
JRN's going to have the toe from Axiboy, but JRN's got the clean track. Tries it a look down the inside, doesn't come off for him.
I think these two just need to pick off the Haas and then battle, rather than battle and then pick off the Haas. Easier said than done though, while sitting here and not actually driving. It's just that it's the different lines that they're taking. So, oh, that's brave! Oh,
well avoided JRN.
And J-Ray's off.
Yeah, JRN.
Wakanda forever!
JRN made contact with Axiboy there. Trying to get the move done.
Oh, Morgan and J-Ray were into lock there. That was a horrible moment.
So looking at warnings then, Mac is one warning away from a second penalty at the moment.
Tebow is in fourth.
Come on, Tebow. Somehow, you know, I mean, fair play to him. Wakanda Forever's got no warning so far.
I'm amazed.
Yeah, fair play. Tynus has only got Tynus has only got one, but he's managed to get a 3-second penalty. So
Nice game.
Yeah, go figure. Here comes Wakanda Forever, closing in on the back of the Ferrari. We've seen this before.
Oh.
You see, he tried around the outside. He wasn't close enough for that. It's going to put him into the clutches of the Alpine. Has to go defensive.
And here comes Fernando Alonso.
Oh, J. Ray back end stepped out.
He has, and that's put him. Oh, I say he was it was someone else, but I realised it was Tynus that was on that down. It was a car right next to him.
Oh, Wakanda's gone!
Oh,
Heading
no,
out of
don't
Aqua
hit the-
Minerale. And we've got to reset to track.
Oh.
And that's not his first offence with that either.
Morgan
this season.
is past Tebow. Morgan on the move.
Podium right now. Mac, JRN and Morgan. Wakanda Forever. His lack of penalties right now not serving him that well with that spin. We've got 3 laps to go, including the one they are on or about to start. And it's Morgan closing down second place man of JRN. Quite close enough to make a move into Tamburello.
Someone's off. It's J-Ray.
That's third lap in a row. He's had a poor exit from Tulsa.
No front wing either. Oh,
Yeah.
I would say be under pressure because Spectre though is just spun as well.
Yeah, it's Tamburello. Morgan running out of battery. I think it's 12%. See there on the steering wheel of the Mercedes. Is he going to be close enough to move on the Ferrari that's chronically slow in a straight line tonight? And Morgan goes through.
They've all got no ERS though, this is the problem. There's a person that's got loads of ERS, but unfortunately he's nowhere near him now.
Is he out
Sitting
front?
in fifth. No, he's sitting in 5th.
Ah.
Even Mac's not got much either. Mac's pushing, and again that gap is coming down, but damage has been done because of the I would say Maxi boy being in front of them all on the restart.
Of course, Mac doesn't need to push now either. He's got just over a lap to go.
He's driving. I would say he'll be driving nervously. I believe he's got 5 warnings.
Tell you who
Oh,
else.
JRN.
Oh, he just picked up 2 in 2 corners for that. That's going to drop him out of a podium.
Oh, and actually, boys, binned it as well. Oh no, Spectre's just done it as well, out of sympathy.
JRN round the outside of Morgan into Rivazza. How that came off, I'll never know, but good move.
I mean, J-Ray somehow managed to get 6th again, because the 2 next to him decided to spin out in sympathy with each other.
And then here comes Morgan to retake 2nd from JRN. Just the sheer straight line speed advantage he's got. JRN looks to fight back.
Play nice, boys. You've played nice so far.
Yeah, come on, it's not far to go now. It's worth it. JRN going to go for the switch back underneath. Going to try and get the power down up the hill.
Nice drive. Got really nice drive.
He's going to be on the inside for Piratella, who's going to break latest.
They did touch.
Oh, both run
They
wide.
both run wide.
Morgan holds position though. Into Aqua Minerale then. It's the Mercedes that leads, the Ferrari in 3rd. JRN's going to drop down behind Wakanda here.
Wakanda Forever needs 2 temps and then he's going to be on the podium. Just done the maths.
He's in there now. He's on it.
Max going to cross the line.
Indeed he is, to win the San Marino Grand Prix. Who's going to finish in second on track? It's going to be Morgan. And then it's going to be Wakanda Forever, I think, to take third place.
I think my maths is correct.
Yes, it is. Tebow into fourth. JRN drops to fifth. Now I know JRN
maths.
could potentially get one of those warnings removed for that battle with Morgan earlier on, where he was pushed wide on the run out of Aqua Minerale. But I think he's got 8 in total.
With the
which
fastest lap.
Yes, fastest lap.
Although his teammate is trying to do something about it.
Let's see, can Axiboy or Spectre take it? Axiboy can't. Can Spectre?
No, he can't. He's 8 seconds down in sector 2 times. I think he's had a spin somewhere.
I would concur, but you never know. We might be getting some bookie Delta numbers. Let's see. Drives for the line to complete the evening's racing. Doesn't get the chance to take it. So Mac with the clean sweep in the race then.
£26 points going to McLaren.
Yes.
Plus obviously J-Race.
Back to Woking. J-Ray in P6 taking another 8. So 34 points going back to Woking.
Yes, many things could happen as certain individuals reset to track as well.
Yes, reset to track. Talking in the group chat whilst driving. Both frowned upon. But for the time being anyway, it's Mac who takes victory, Morgan in second place, and Wakanda Forever takes third for Alfa Romeo. With Tebow and JRN stood fourth and fifth, having finished ahead of the Alfa on track. J-Ray finishes P6 for McLaren, Axiboy P7 in the Haas, Spectre P8, and Tynus on debut after that unlucky accident at safety car restart takes P9 on debut and is a lap down. Shane, Red Mask, Not Racing are DNFs and do not score points despite Shane being classified as 10th on screen. Tin Man the Rowdy is a DNS as the game decided to not allow him to start the race. It may have officially classed him as being disqualified, but that's not the case at all. It's a DNS, unfortunately. So, let's get McLaren up on the podium. I take it you've done the invites? Dearest Matthew?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I'm just sitting here sorting things out.
Contemplating life.
Yeah. And whether I can, yes. I need, what do I need, Mac,
Morgan, and Wakanda never does interviews, I don't think, so just Mac and Morgan
then. There you go. I'm sorting things out. But we'll have a chat afterwards, let's put it that way.
Right, he's joined. Oh, there we go, both of them in. Let's start off then. Second place man, Morgan.
Hello.
Just talk to us through some of your strategy choices, because staying out under the first safety car is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, well, there just had to be another safety car, really. It's EU4. So, and then, well, when I came into pit after that as well, came out on the mediums for some reason. because that's what the game decided they wanted to put me on. I got away with it really, because I managed to pit for softs again. But yeah, it was a good little race.
So, second place is always a nice place to finish, isn't it?
Yeah, especially after ended up last after the first lap.
Yeah, qualifying not
Called me
going.
bloody Sebastian Vettel after that.
Yeah, and qualifying didn't go to plan either.
Oh no, that was all that was all planned. Yeah, just thought I'd
Oh
bowl it
yeah,
into the wall. One of those ones.
fair play. It's yeah, interesting about like the end with JRN as well for
It's
second
close.
place.
I had to let him through before the DRS.
I wondered about that.
Yeah, because I had no battery.
Yeah, because he just flew around the outside. I thought he'd made a really good move, but if you say let him through,
Yeah, I let him through just before the detection, so then I could get DRS back on the main straight. And then yeah, managed to hold the position for the rest of that really.
fair play. But well done, mate. Congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
And then moving on then to race winner. Come on then, our kid. Tell us about this race.
Here we are. Well, we're back here. A pretty comfortable one, if I do say so myself. I was in lead for 90% of that race, I'd say. And
Yeah.
through the first safety car, after the first safety car, through second safety car, and then pitted on third safety car for softs, and then got past Taxi Boy quickly, and then finished strongly.
Fair play. He's summed the whole race up for us.
There you
Yeah.
go.
In less than 30 seconds. That's
Yeah.
how I love to hear it.
That's what we like. How disappointing was the first safety car? I mean, obviously it's EU4, so you're probably expecting one at some
Yeah.
point, but that
Oh,
stage
yeah.
when you're that far ahead.
Yeah. I can't remember. Like 11, 12 seconds ahead.
18.
18, wasn't it?
I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
After
well,
the people stopped, it was 18.
Yeah,
I
it was
think.
18 seconds, you would have been clear.
well. That just sums it up, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But how else would you make me think I'd feel? But, nah. And then I got a 3-second penalty midway through the race, which kind of threw a spanner in the works with Wakanda fucking up my ass. Excuse the swearing.
Oh, that's £5. £5.
I've already got £5 from last week.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, the tab is going to be amazing.
It's piling up. 2 gifted subs from Mac who's watching. Yeah, sum the race up well. Congratulations on another win. I mean, I
Yes,
wish you
thank
were
you.
driving for a better team, but it is what it is.
This is what it is.
So that'll round off race number 6 from Imola. We'll be back next week from the Styrian Hills for the Austrian Grand Prix. You can tune in then. But if you can't wait until then, you can tune in later on tonight for AM3. That'll be in 3.5 hours' time, 2 a.m. in the UK, 9 p.m. Eastern. And it'll be the same times, 9 p.m. in the UK and 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow and Wednesday for EU3 and 2 and AM2 and 1, and then 9 p.m. on Thursday in the UK for EU1, the final race of the week from Imola. We'll see you all again next week. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.